Georgia State won the toss. They have deferred. The third member of our team down on the sideline is Danielle Jenkins. Danielle?
Matt, you mentioned the two-quarterback system for the Raging Cajuns, and that's been a large part of this team's struggles in the first half throughout the season. The Cajuns have trailed by 23 or more in each of their 4 losses this season, but there seemed to be a turning point last Saturday with a come-from-behind victory against UL Monroe. Coach Mark Hudspeth has been stressing to his team this week they need a fast start, and that could be important not only for this contest, but for the rest of the season. Matt?
Absolutely. It's been an anomaly with this Raging Cajuns team. Point lead again. Let's check in with Danielle Jenkins. He played a big role in their win last week against ULM.
That's right, Matt. Coach Hudspeth had been calling for his players to become more vocal leaders. Well, last weekend, 2 of those players stepped up at halftime, giving some emotional speeches that really got the team fired up. One of those was Al Riles, the other Arthur Peters, and those 2 guys did get this team going. Evidently, that momentum has continued.
All right, thank you, Danielle. What a play right there as we check in with Danielle Jenkins down on the sideline.
Well, Stephen Coots, who was just out on the field, is the best freshman in the Sun Belt, one of the best punters in the league. It's a very interesting story. He had no background in American football. You mentioned that he is Australian. Cajun territory has kind of been a breeding ground for those Australian punters, as they have had 2 in the past 3 seasons. They've been working. It's been a successful method for Coach Hudspeth and his staff, and we'll see if it continues.
Yeah, Danielle Coots following in the footsteps of Daniel Cadona, who was a very good punter. Let's check in with Danielle Jenkins down on the sideline.
Thanks, Matt. Coach Hudspeth, your team gave up a couple long balls there late to the Panthers. What has your secondary got to do to shut down that attack?
Well, one thing we had to get a little more pressure on the quarterback. Sometimes the best coverage is a great pass rush, and we're giving him too much time to sit back there to let that develop and getting the ball down the field. So we need to get a little more pressure on the quarterback, and we got to tighten our coverage too.
Now, you've called your team one of the best second-half teams in the country. What have they got to do to come out here and get the job done?
Well, we got to tighten up our coverage second half. We got to come after the quarterback, but offensively, we got to score more points. 7 of those were on the special team. So offensively, we've only scored 10. We got to get some things going. We've moved the ball, but we just hadn't put it in the end zone enough.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
Matt? Back here at the Georgia Dome, 17-14, the Raging Cajuns leading this one. Joining me now is Coach Miles. Coach, your defense came up with some big plays there in that first half, maybe none more so than the interception. How did that one play change the momentum of that first half?
Well, anytime you create a turnover, it flips it over to your side. But we got to capitalize over those kind of things. As we get down here, we can't miss a field goal or settle for field goals. We got to score touchdowns. We can't give up block punts for touchdowns. Those are the difference in the score right now. Got a pretty good game, dead even game, but, we've got to, again, take care of the ball. We can't give up anything on special teams. We've got to make great decisions, and we got to get down here in the red zone. We got to score.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Matt, I can tell you that Rucker is still down here on the sidelines. It is that left hamstring. He had ice on it for a while, has just gotten taped up with an ace bandage. But I can tell you there was no one that was more excited on that touchdown than Rucker himself. That might have been some of the best medicine he could have gotten.
Well, it'd be great if they could get him back. We have a 1-point game as we check in with Danielle Jenkins.
Matt, yesterday the Cajuns made their trip to Atlanta a little early for a special stop by the College Football Hall of Fame. Now, this is the second time that Coach Hudspeth has taken a Cajun team to a Football Hall of Fame. That last time was 2 seasons ago when they traveled to Canton, Ohio, visiting the Pro Football Hall of Fame. That was before a victory over Akron, so maybe that bodes well for their outcome today against the Panthers.
Thank you, Danielle. A lot of teams kind of make that as we go down to the sideline and Danielle Jenkins.
Thanks, Matt. Coach Hudspeth, not the prettiest victory, but you take a W however you can get it. Your defense comes up big at the end. What does this win mean for your program?
Well, it's a big win now. It keeps us on track, keeps our goals in front of us. Really proud of our football team. I'll tell you, these kids battle. They've been battling all year. We've overcome a lot of adversity. I got to give Georgia State a lot of credit. Coach Miles has done a great job here with their program. You can tell that they're building something here. They've got a good team, but I'm proud of the way our kids battled, made plays. I thought we had to overcome a lot of things throughout this game with some calls and things like that, but nevertheless, when we had to make plays, we did.
Well, Coach, we saw you got pretty emotional on the 4th down punt that was overturned. They replayed the down. It ended up turning out all right for you. What's going through your mind when you see Lutz roll out to throw?
Well, I didn't know if he was going to actually do that or not, but our guys were in position, and I was really proud of us. We'd worked that, we repped that, and when you make a play for something you've worked on, that's really pretty gratifying there.
Well, Well, Coach, congratulations on the victory.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. John, 390 yards.